Why your chicks are dying on day 3. Day 1, every chick looks strong. By day 3, you have lost several, and the brooder temperature was correct the entire time. So what actually killed them? Most backyard farmers immediately blame the hatchery, assume weak genetics, or question their brooder temperature setup. All three explanations feel reasonable when chicks were fine at arrival and suddenly are not. Almost none of these are actually correct. Here is what almost nobody explains about that critical first 72 hours. A newly hatched chick absorbs the remaining egg yolk into its body just before hatching. A genuine internal nutrient reserve that sustains the chick for roughly the first 2 to 3 days of life without requiring food. This is precisely why day-old chicks can survive shipping across the country without eating. But that yolk reserve is finite, and it runs out on a specific, somewhat predictable timeline. Now here's the part that explains the day 3 deaths specifically. If a chick has not established consistent independent eating and drinking behavior, by the time that yolk reserve depletes, it experiences a genuine energy crisis at exactly the moment its body can least afford one. This is why chicks that look perfectly normal on day 1 and day 2 can suddenly weaken and die on day 3. The internal safety net that was quietly sustaining them has simply ran out and nothing replaced it in time. This explains something that confuses almost every new chick keeper. Why does the weakest looking chick sometimes survive while a chick that looked completely strong on day 1 suddenly dies? It's usually not about initial strength at all. It is entirely about which chick figured out the feeder and waterer fastest during that critical window. So what actually prevents this? On arrival day, physically dip each chick's beak gently into the water source before placing them in the brooder. This single action dramatically increases the speed at which chicks locate and begin using water independently. Sprinkle a small amount of feed directly onto brooder paper near the waterer for the first few days, rather than relying solely on feeder placement, since chicks are drawn to pecking at visible scattered particles far more readily than investigating an unfamiliar feeder. If you skip this step, here is what continues happening. Slower chicks fail to establish independent eating before their yolk reserve depletes. Day 3 and 4 losses occur in chicks that appeared completely healthy on arrival, and the actual cause remains invisible unless you understand this specific timeline. Get this right, and the difference is measurable. Chicks that begin eating and drinking within the first several hours consistently show dramatically better 3-day survival rates than chicks left to discover feeders and waterers entirely on their own timeline. So tell me honestly, have you lost chicks specifically around day 3 before? And did you ever connect it to this yolk reserve timeline? Drop your experience in the comments because I think this explains losses a lot of farmers have never fully understood.